and welcome back to howtoteachenglishgrammar.com. I'm Shannon. Thank you for joining me for this final installment in the 4-part series on nouns. In this video, I would like to put what we've learned into practice. So far we've discussed 3 types of nouns. That's the countable noun, uncountable noun, and the plural noun. So what are we going to do with these in the classroom? Alright, I'm going to give you some typical student sentences with mistakes in them, and I'd like you to think about what's wrong with the sentences and how you would help the student correct them. Okay, so let's look at the first one. How much children do you have? Children is, of course, a countable noun. Therefore, we can't say much, we have to say many. Alright, here's another one. Okay, what type of noun is shorts? It's a plural noun because it doesn't have a singular form. So when we use a plural noun, we've learned that we have to use a plural verb. Therefore, is becomes are. And the last one. Okay, so the noun here is breads, and we know that bread is an uncountable noun, therefore it cannot have a plural form, it doesn't have an S on the end, and we cannot use many with it, we have to say much. But while it's not possible to count breads, we can count loaves of bread or slices of bread depending on the context. So you could also ask, how many slices of bread would you like? Or how many loaves of bread would you like? Alright. Okay, now in dictionaries, these different types of nouns are often labeled like this. Countable is NC, noun countable. Uncountable would be NU, noun uncountable. And plural would be NPL, or in plural. And it's advisable to use this system when you teach students nouns. Once they know the difference between a countable, an uncountable, and a plural noun, if you teach them a new noun, you should let them know what type of noun it is. If you don't specify, they'll usually assume that it's countable and that its plural is formed with an S. Okay, so for example, if I had to teach students the noun money, I would hold these up and I'd say, what's this? And they might say money, and I'd say yes. So we can say 2 notes, okay? We can say 2 coins, okay? We could say $2. All of these things are countable. But can we say 2 monies? No, we can't. Therefore, money as an idea is an uncountable noun. So I would label it like that. I'd say money, and then NU, noun uncountable. Alright. Now, the other thing to know is that a noun may be countable in one context and uncountable in another. Here's an example. I can say, I love pizza. Here I'm talking about pizza as a food type, as a substance. Therefore, it's uncountable. However, if I'm ordering pizza and I want whole pizzas, I would say, I'd like 2 pizzas. Okay, so So in this case, it's obviously countable. Another noun that's like that is chicken. So you can say, I love chicken as a type of food, but I'd like 2 chickens if I want 2 whole birds, whether I'm going to eat them or not. If they might be living birds or dead birds, but 2 chickens. Alright, our time is up. So just to summarize, in this 4-part series, we've looked at the 3 different types of nouns you and your students need to know about. That's the countable noun, the uncountable noun, and the plural noun. We've looked at some rules relating to those nouns. We've talked about how to correct students' errors in the use of them. And we've also talked about pointing out to students what type of noun it is when you introduce it for the first time. Of course, once they know what those symbols mean. And then we've also talked about the fact that some nouns may be countable or uncountable depending on the context. So thank you for joining me in this 4-part series. I look forward to having you back on the site. For those of you watching on YouTube, the address is howtoteachenglishgrammar.com, and you can find a transcript there of this video and all the others in the series. You can also leave comments, and I would love to have your suggestions on what topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. If you would like to send me a note on there as well, if you have any questions, you're very welcome to. And I look forward to hearing from you. Cheers.